Привіт-привіт, my dear Ukrainian language lovers! Мене звати Інна. My name is Інна. Вітаю вас на каналі Speak Ukrainian. Welcome to the YouTube channel Speak Ukrainian. In today's video, I would like to talk to you about very important and sensitive topic, the future of the Ukrainian language in Ukraine. I decided to record this video after reading this comment on my YouTube channel. I have watched a couple of your lessons, numbers and 5 biggest obstacles in learning Ukrainian. And now very important, the questions. After the Russian invasion, is your opinion that it's best to learn Ukrainian rather than Russian? I have no desire to go to Russia, thank God, but would like to know which language it is best to learn for Ukraine. For example, I read that in Kyiv most people speak Russian, but after Russians attack, is it best to speak Ukrainian? Slava Ukraini, Героям Слава. So, long story short, if you respect Ukraine, if you want to support the Ukrainian language and culture, if you value the Ukrainian heroism and all defenders who gave their lives for the existence of Ukraine, then you must learn the Ukrainian language. Yes, unfortunately, still many foreigners, they think about learning Russian rather than Ukrainian, or they think that it will be useful for them to speak Russian and Ukrainian languages. But I would like not just to give my personal opinion about that, but to provide you some facts about the developing the Ukrainian language during the independence of Ukraine during the last 33 years. And again, I want to mention that Ukraine gained this independence again after the collapse of the USSR, and Ukraine wasn't formed in 1991. This country, yes, starts like we can say, from the Kievan Rus from the 8th century, and has also before it very ancient history. But not about the history. So guys, before we start, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video and leave your comments about it. Ну що, почнімо? Let's get started. My dear friends, I would like, first of all, to check out my video Why Do So Many Ukrainians Speak Russian? Russian Aggression on Ukrainian Language History Overview. I recorded this video on the 20th of February 2022, just in several days before the full-scale invasion, and it will provide you all the information and facts about the Ukrainian language and why actually explain you why so many Ukrainians speak Russian. It wasn't our choice. And also me and my team, we did a very deep research about the language, and also there are several events concerning Ukrainian that took place in the 20th century. There are again lots of facts and information. You can just see them right now, so you can just pause and check them out. If you want to go deep into the history, you can check it out, because it will take forever to talk about the history, but I want just to focus on the last 33 years. Yes, so let's check it out, guys. Back in 1989, about 64.7% of people in the USSR considered Ukrainian their native language. After Ukraine gained independence in 1991, there was a real boost in people embracing Ukrainian in various aspects of life. And by 2001, it was up to 67.5%. So yes, during the USSR, Russian was the main language in all countries who were in this horrible formation USSR, and therefore in Belarus, Ukraine, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Estonia, Latvia, etc. All these countries, still many people of the older generation, they can speak and understand Russian because they were forced to do that. And of course people learned the Ukrainian language at school, but still Russian language was one of the most major and important languages at that time. But let's see how we started shifting, moving from Russian into Ukrainian to the present times. More facts about it. So, but between 2001 and 2014, things changed. Ukrainian usage dropped to 57% as Russian continued to dominate in media, education and everyday talk. The 1996 constitution said Ukrainian was the official language. It was always the only one language in Ukraine, but allowed the development of other languages, including Russian. Then, from 2012 to 2016, we saw changes in how people identified with their language. It was due to government language policies, the revolution of dignity, the Russian aggressions in 2014. All of this started up a renewed sense of national pride and a comeback for the Ukrainian language. So let me share my personal experience. So guys, I was born in 1994 in the independent Ukraine, and I went to the Ukrainian school. I went to school from 2000 till 2011, and all subjects were taught in the Ukrainian language. So the whole of my life, yes, I spoke either Ukrainian or a steppe dialect. So I'm originally from the Kherson region, and people speak their steppe dialect, and it sounds more like Ukrainian language, it's not Surjik. So I was wrong if I said that I spoke Surjik, because Surjik it is more from the eastern regions of Ukraine, and I'm from the south. And then when I entered the university in 2011, I studied there for almost 6 years. And when I moved to the city of Kherson from the small village where I lived, so people spoke more Russian in Kherson, and most of the subjects were taught in Russian at university. Although at my native school we studied everything in the Ukrainian language. And then after 2014, this tendency started changed, and we started to learn the subjects, to do the translations, because I'm not just a linguist, but also I am a professional translator. I have a master's degree in translation, and we started to translate from English into Ukrainian. We started speak Ukrainian at university, so I saw these changes a lot. So, and also I always considered Ukrainian as my native language, and I haven't had this feeling that I have to switch from Russian into Ukrainian. I have to learn the Ukrainian, because I knew that from my birth. I don't know, I didn't have a feeling that this is something new for me, like this is like a different language. I have never thought that Russian is my native language. I knew that I know this language, I'm fluent in it, that's it. And again, yes, I watched media in Russian because I didn't have a choice, and most of the media was in Russian. I read books in Russian because quite often if I wanted to buy a book, like for example to read some foreign authors, books were translated into Russian. But again, it started change significantly since 2014, guys. From 2014 to 2022, there was a big push to promote Ukrainian education, media and government. The goal was to make Ukraine more united and linguistically coherent, and it worked. More people started using Ukrainian in their daily lives. and I absolutely agree with that. And even again, in the city of Kherson, 70% of schools were Ukrainian and 30% of schools were Russian. And then I think maybe I'm wrong, but then from 2014, step by step, this 30% of the Russian schools were closed, and we had only Ukrainian schools. When I say Ukrainian schools, it means that the all the subjects were taught only in Ukrainian language. Okay, some recent surveys also indicate positive trends. According to a Gradus research survey in 2012, 47% considered Ukrainian their native language. And by 2022, just 10 years, guys, it went up to 76%. Yes, then the use of Russian dropped significantly from 40% in 2020 to 26% in 2021, and just 18% at the beginning of the conflict. So also you can see some statistics right now on the screen, so please pay attention. Then, a 2023 survey showed that 80% believe Ukrainian should be primary language for all types of communication, compared to 60% in 2017. Also, guys, some more statistics for you. An October 2022 survey conducted by Suspilne reveals that 57% of Ukrainians have started using or increased the use of the Ukrainian language since February 24. Among them, 42% are communicating more in Ukrainian, and 14% have fully switched to using it. So, and check this out, in 2022, the world started to show a lot of love for Ukrainian language and culture. Duolingo reported a whopping 2,229, oh my god, it's incredible, percent increase in people learning Ukrainian, with over 1.3 million learners worldwide. And I'm absolutely happy about that, guys. I'm so happy, you can't imagine. So I started teaching Ukrainian language in 2016. And then in 2 years, in 2018, I decided to keep developing and not just be a teacher, but to create an Instagram account where I could post some video lessons for you. And then I was thinking, okay, I would like to create some learning materials. I would like to make video lectures for you. I want to create my own language school. And then I was thinking, okay, I would like to do that in the Ukrainian language and spread the beautiful Ukrainian language. But many people told me, Ina, it's better to teach Russian language because it is more popular, more people will learn it, and you know that Ukrainian language is not so useful, blah blah blah. So many people told me that. And now I have to tell you, I did the right choice. I'm very happy and I'm very proud that in 2018 I didn't listen to you. I decided that I'm going to teach and spread the Ukrainian language. I didn't start doing that in 2022 as just like hype. Yes, I had this idea and desire to do that a long time ago because I considered that Ukrainian is my native language. I love it so much, it's so beautiful, and I want to spread it worldwide. So I want to say, fuck you, everybody who didn't believe in me, who said those negative comments, who didn't support me. Fuck you all again. Because I was right, and I'm so happy and proud. I just repeat it again, and I won't give up. I will continue to do that. That's my mission. And I'm sure that in 10 years, I will come back to this video again, and there will be like 99% of the Ukrainian language in Ukraine, that Russian language will stop existing in Ukraine. Actually, I hope that Russia will disappear from the map. Yes, okay, let's be realistic. Yes, it's impossible, of course it's impossible, and still we'll have the Russian language, but step by step, yes, Ukrainians will be proudly speak only Ukrainian. And I want to tell you that yes, before the full-scale invasion, I used to speak Russian language in my daily life. Like I could communicate with some people in Russian when they spoke Russian to me in Kherson. That's true. But after the full-scale invasion, occupation, and everything that I went through, and still we keep fighting, Russian language died for me since that time, and I don't speak it at all. I don't watch anything in Russian language. I don't listen to Russian music. I don't watch Russian YouTube channels, whatever. That's my personal protest, and I won't speak it at all. And if you support me, if you share my visions, you have to do that too. That's bullshit. If you say, oh, I also need Russian because I will come to Ukraine, I will need it. You won't need it. You won't need it, guys. Okay, let's come back to some statistics, because I say a lot of my personal opinion, and I'm very emotional, and it hurts a lot, but I hope you will understand and support me. In 2023, 37% of new Duolingo users who were learning Ukrainian mentioned that they were doing it for communication purposes. This percentage was notably higher than for other languages. For example, only 17% of those studying English and 18% of those learning French had similar goals. In 2023, the majority of Ukrainian learners on Duolingo came from the United States, the United Kingdom, Poland, Russia, by the way, and Ukraine itself. Among Ukrainian learners, Duolingo identified students from Australia as the most committed, as they spend the most time on language learners. Привіт-привіт, my dear Australian students, love you so much. Yeah, they're very dedicated. So, in the United Kingdom, our language ranked 17th in 2022, although in 2021 it was 37th, so you can see. In the United States, the demand for learning Ukrainian rose to 22nd place compared to the 36th last year. Interest in Ukrainian language studies led to its inclusion in school exams in Poland. The Louvre added a Ukrainian audio guide. I prove it. I've been to Louvre last autumn, and yes, it exists. Amazon Prime started offering content in Ukrainian. Trinity College Dublin began offering free lectures on Ukrainian language, culture and history. Ukrainian music was playing on radio station in Europe and America. The respected British newspaper The Telegraph featured 2 books by Ukrainian authors in its list of the best books of 2023. Yes, and these books are The Russo-Ukrainian War and A Small Stubborn Town, Life, Death and Defense in Ukraine by Andrew Harding. All of this goes to show that the Ukrainian language is on the rise, not just in Ukraine but all around the globe. These positive trends are growing interest in Ukrainian culture and language, give us hope for its continued growth and success. Wow, what a long video! Thank you for watching. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video and leave your comments about it. Also, you can support me on patreon.com or send any donations for the development of this YouTube channel. Дуже дякую. Thank you so much. So let's sum up. Guys, I provide you all the possible statistics and data about the developing of the Ukrainian language since 1991. And also, I had recorded already some videos about why so many Ukrainians speak Russian language, that we were forced to do that. And right now we live in historical times. Ukraine goes through the hardest times of the modern history. We fight for our existence, for our right to live in our beautiful country, to speak our language. Still, these ideas, these comments about the Russian language, yeah, they hurt me, they offend me. And we make the choice whether to be on the black side or on the white side. My personal choice, my mission, is, no matter what, to spread the language of the most courageous nation in the world, because I want the victory. I want my kids to live in the peaceful Ukraine. I want my kids to speak Ukrainian language. That's my biggest desire. So therefore, if you share my opinion, if you understand that Russia came to kill Ukraine, to destroy the language, because still my native village is under the occupation. And there, in my school, where I studied for 11 years, in the Ukrainian language school, there is no any Ukrainian language anymore. So kids, they go to school there, but they don't learn Ukrainian language, history or literature. It is forbidden. Yes, it is forbidden right now, as it was forbidden in the 20th century and earlier. So therefore, let's be united, let's speak only Ukrainian. That's my message to you. So guys, if you want to learn the beautiful Ukrainian language, please check out my website, Ukrainian Language School Speak Ukrainian, speaky.com. There you can learn Ukrainian language with the help of individual lessons. You can check out flashcards, textbooks, we have the app. And also, the most important, I'm very proud to announce that we launch our course From an Absolute Beginner to a Confident Speaker again. On March 18, you can join it and learn the language on a very adaptive, gamified and new platform. It's better than Duolingo, because there you can have video lectures, the community, support from the curator, homework, quizzes, exercises and lots of very useful things. Дуже дякую. Thank you so much. Your teacher Інна, ваша вчителька Інна, і слава Україні!